Welcome everybody to the Sunday Love Feast. Today's lecture will be given by His Grace, Nilbar Prabhu. Please. Everybody give a big Haribo for Haribo!
Thank you. Unity aan deze kant vast. Maakt niet uit. It is quite loud, so you don't have to put it very close. Hare Krishna. Hare
नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु यं भागवत सेवया भगवते उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च गोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुं श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपां साग्रजातां रघुनाथान्वितां सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमो भगवाय कृष्ण कृष्णाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशकारिणे नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामने गौरकृष्ण हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त नमोस्तुते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गिनि राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरि वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृन्द हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
Hare Krishna.
Sit it first.
No, but Vivek Prabhu is supposed to put in TV.
You need some time.
Okay, no problem. Can you come ahead, please, a little bit? Yeah, less people, but it's okay if you can come ahead then. Arrange. Thank you all. Time being Navratri festival and Dasara fast approaching. Some places tomorrow, some place day after tomorrow. I would like to speak a bit on Lord Ramachandra. All of your prayers and blessings. There is a place in southern part of India, which soon come on the ticket. You can take a look at this holy place. The name of this place is Tirupalani. Great. Carry it back. Tirupalani. This is the place where very ancient temple, very ancient deity of Lord Ramachandra is in a very unique position, I would say. Lord Ramachandra is sleeping. Usually, Lord Ramachandra deity is standing up with Sita and Lakshman, sometimes with Hanuman. In this place, Lord Ramachandra is sleeping. Also, the direction of the deity is very unique also. Lord's face is looking south. History is that in this place, when Lord Ramachandra, along with the entire army of Vanaras, monkeys, when they came to the shore of the ocean, because they were given precise location of Sita, she's there in Lanka across the ocean. Hanuman had already gone. Okay, yeah, that's simple. Hanuman had been to Lanka and Hanuman had found Sita, he had talked with Sita, he had come back with conclusive evidence that Sita is here. So the entire army of Sugriva, great warriors, they all reached the southern shore of India to somehow make it their way to go to Lanka. Now there are agreements and disagreements amongst scholars whether that Lanka is modern day Sri Lanka or some other place or whatever, but anyway, that's for some other time. This place they reached. We have Prahlad agreeing for it. So this place when they reached, they figured out now we need to somehow make our way to the other side of the ocean. So Lord Ramachandra decided that he would request the king of the ocean, Samudraraj, to help the entire army to cross from the tract of land of India to the tract of land in Hare Krishna. In Lanka. So Lord Ramachandra erect position. Just he fasted for 3 days, no sleep, no eating, no drinking, no, and he's just sitting down. The Supreme Personality of God is just sitting down as a means to please the King of Ocean, hoping to get some support in everybody crossing to a huge battalion. It's quite a lot of time, right? So 3 days is quite a lot. You agree? Just sitting in one place and not drinking water, not eating, not sleeping, just meditating. And this is Sri Ramachandra who has sat to meditate. Even after 3 days, there is no sign of the King of coming or submitting himself to Lord Ramachandra. There is no response at all. And it was a tipping point for Lord Ramachandra. He just gets up so angrily, picks up his bow and arrow and makes himself just ready to shoot. Proclaims that now I'll shoot this arrow. This king of the ocean is thinking that he is more powerful than me. Even though I'm being so humble and I'm trying to request his support, he is just not showing up. Now is the time I need to teach him a lesson. I'll just, with this one arrow, I'll dry up the entire ocean so I can just pass. As soon as he reaches his bow and was preparing to shoot the arrows, immediately the king of the ocean appeared, folded hands, coming and falling at the feet of Lord Ramachandra. Please, sorry, forgive me. It's a mistake. So please forgive me. I should have come before. Yeah. It's a mistake which has happened. I'll make sure that you and all your entire army you can pass through. You have good architects in your team. Then start building a bridge. I have a request that please don't disturb the animals or the water living entities. Or don't disturb them too much. I'll give you all my support. Please my country. So that's Lord Ramachandra on the right side. It looks like a different deity, but that's Ramachandra. His place name is small quiz. So we see that there are also other deities in this temple. This Adi Jagannath temple. And there is Jagannath here also in a very unique position. Usually Jagannath is made of wood. It's half carved deities usually. This Jagannath is there in stone. It's a stone standing like in Chaturabhuja Vishnu form. Standing in Jagannath. Very unique temple. This place is celebrated as Sharanagati Kshetram. Sharanagati is you surrender. That's how we surrender our heart to Krishna. Sharanagati. The place is called a Sharanagati not just because Samudraraj surrendered himself, but more because another great devotee of Lord Sri Ram by name Vibhishan. He was the brother of the evil-minded Ravana. He also surrendered in the same place. So we all know that Ravana with his brother Kumbhakarna and another brother Vibhishan, they all went to perform austerity to please Brahma. Because they were like, if we please Brahma, maybe we can get a lot of strength. So they all went. And they were practicing this austerity for a long time. Eventually, Lord Brahma comes because it was just too much of disturbance for the world. Lord Brahma comes to appease them, and he asks Ravana, "What do you want?" Ravana immediately tells, "I want to become immortal. I don't want to die. I don't want to be defeated by anybody. I want to be as strong as anybody can be in this creation." Brahma tells, "I can't give you immortality. That's something which is beyond my pay grade. I can't do that. I can't make you immortal in this body. Ask something else." So Ravana asked that I should be never defeated or killed by all the living entities he counted except humans and monkeys. Because long ago, Ravan on his journey, he had a flight. His flight was called as Pushpa Viman. He had stolen it from Devas. So on this flight, he would just keep traveling around. One day he comes to the city which was known as Ayodhya. And a king by name Anaranya was was ruling during that time. And Ravana killed this guy as if there is no fight at all, as if a person smashes a mosquito. Ravana was disgusted, like this is not gonna fight. What is this? It's humans. So when you are asking from Brahma all the different categories of living entities from whom she should not be killed, the humans. So he was not even counting humans and monkeys. So except that he asked, okay, I should not be killed by this, all everything. And Brahma, here you go. And then came the later, the second chance of asking came to Kumbhakarna. He was about to ask similar boon. Devatas were, one person is so much to deal. This guy. They prayed to Saraswati, and Saraswati went, and the guy wanted to ask, also big boons, but then I just want to see. Give me see. Rama told sure. As much as you want. And then comes to the how do you say that? First, second, third. Yeah, but how do you say it? Some slot. It was a turn. It was a turn of Vibhishan. First two brothers, elder brothers, asked already. So it was Vibhishan's turn now to ask. And Vibhishan asked something very interesting, which we all can learn from. Vibhishan asked that I want to practice dharma in every circumstance of my life, no matter how difficult the circumstances. Please give me a benediction with which I can practice dharma. Just take a minute to understand what Vibhishan is asking. All of us want to be also good devotees and practice, but we like a good day, right? So today it's a bit sunny weather. It's we don't like much. That was just a statement to say that we like good things in life. We don't appreciate when situations are troublesome. But our bhakti, how we do what we do for Krishna depends very much on how is my wife doing, how is my husband doing, how is my children doing, how am I doing myself, am I having fever, am I having stress in my brain, if my job is going well, if my boss is happy, there's so many things based on which sometimes I do a lot and sometimes I do a little less. I need to better take care of other things. So that's how our conditioning works, that we would look forward to a fair weather. Our outlook towards spirituality is a function of how things are around. If everything is good, very nice theory. Last week weather was not so good. It was an amazing class, but there was something. I don't know. There was rain. I think it was very bad weather, and we had very few people in temple, right? And today is very good weather, so everybody is outside. Maybe so also less people in temple. But anyway, the point is that our bhakti is not a constant line. It just keeps fluctuating. And Vishnu is asking to Brahma, make my bhakti as constant. This is not a function of what goes on around. I want to have a constant bhakti. Brahma was given, Vishnu was given that boon by Brahma, that his commitment to following, practicing dharma will never be wavered. He will be always sticking to the practice of dharma. So, irrespective of whatever was going on in Lanka, Vishnu was always practicing dharma. Always. He was always surrendered to the Supreme Personality and always gave good counsel to Ravana. And eventually, when the situation came where and Ravana is now somehow trying to convince Sita to get married to him because Ravana could not go and force her. He was cursed by only being his brother's son by name Nalakura. Because Ravana had again long ago had forcefully enjoyed Nalakura's wife, Brahma. And Nalakura had cursed Ravana that if you ever force any other lady, you will die. So Ravana just didn't want to take any chance as such. So he never forced Sita, but then he somehow kept going to her and kept telling her, you should marry me, you should marry me. No, this is Ram, forget Ram, marry me. And in those periods, Vibhishan kept counseling Ravana that this is wrong, what you are doing is wrong. You should better return. You are just creating your own end with this, whatever you are trying to do. Just, you have everything. The entire city of Lanka was made of gold. Can you imagine? The entire city was made of gold. Every single door was made of gold. The entire city is gold. The pillars are gold. Everything is gold. It's fully gold, which is also stolen from Ravana. But anyway, he had it. He had one of the most chaste wife in the entire history of mankind. There are 5 people are considered, 5 ladies considered the most chaste wives. Ahalya, Draupadi, Sita, Tara and Mandodari. One of them is Mandodari. 5. I heard 5. Ahalya, Draupadi, Sita, Tara, Mandodari. So, maybe in another context, someone else. So, Mandodari anyway is there in the list, also Mandodari's list. So, this is the wife of Ravana. And along with that, he also had a lot of other girls who were willingly surrendered to him and would just were at his command basically to give him satisfaction. But mind is such a weird thing that Ravana just heard about Sita's beauty from his sister Shurpanakha, and just hearing her beauty, he just decided that I want this girl, lady, and was just never peaceful from that. Even though he had entirety of everything one could imagine, his mind was just stuck that I want this lady. Unfortunately, that's how mind works. We all are like tiny. Of course, we are not wanting to enjoy Sita, but we have our own conditionings. We have something or the other which we want in our lives, and mind is just stuck there. I give this example sometimes. If there is something, a small particle, food particle stuck in your teeth, between your teeth, no matter what's going on around, the tongue keeps going to that, right? Something is there. It may be whatever outside, it doesn't matter. The tongue keeps going to that. Because once mind gets hooked on, I need to get this. It's very difficult to get away from it. So that's how mind is. In the case of Hiranyakashipu, he was such a person that the entirety of creation except Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva and Lord Vishnu, everyone else were surrendered to Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyakashipu would just raise his eyebrow and all the devatas would just come and stand. Which temperature do you want? 23 degrees, I'll set it right now. They were at his command all the time. But this small 5-year kid, Prahlad, was doing something other than everybody else is doing, and Hiranyakashipu was just focusing. I want him to surrender. It doesn't matter. The entirety of creation is surrendered, doesn't matter. I want this person to surrender. That's how mind is. And in Ravana's case, now that Ravana has so much to enjoy, but he's like, no, I want Sita to enjoy. I don't want anybody else. I want her. That's how conditioned mind works. And even in that situation, Vibhishan kept counseling, and this is wrong. What you want? So much is there. Why don't you just be peaceful and enjoy everything given to you? And eventually, anyway, the news reached that Lord Ram is coming. There will be a fight. And Vibhishan now goes to Ram and tells, this is it, done. I can't let this madness go on anymore. You should return Sita to Ram right now. You saw just one monkey coming and creating havoc here. Someone had gone and burned the whole field. So if just one monkey can do so much, just imagine the entire army is coming. Why do you want your death? Just this person. You are thinking this is your an enjoyable entity, but this person created your death. Just remember. And Ram became so furious that he just banished Vibhishan. Very interesting. Ravan tells Vibhishan that you are an Arya. You are not Aryan because you are choosing enemy side. In modern times, India, there are this whole cultural divisions, which people think that the people of northern area, they are all Aryans, the southern area, all Dravidians, and this notion is there. But here, Ravan is telling Vibhishan as Anarya, you're not Aryan. Ravan himself considered him also an Aryan, but he was in spiritual lineage. So he just tells you, get lost. I don't want you in innocent way anymore. You get out. So without caring for any comfort, what's it? Just went on the other side of the ocean and just surrendered to Sri Ram in this place. Same place. Hey Radha, Hare Krishna. You want something? So, again, the name of the place is Tirupalani. So that's where Vibhishan surrendered. If I remember right, along with 4 of his close friends, ministers, he surrendered to Lord Ramchandra here willingly. Right? So Samudra Raj, even though he was a Devata, for him to surrender to Lord Ram had to show his strength. And now either you do or I'm going to destroy you now. And you have a choice. What do you want? You either surrender to me or I'll destroy you. And Vibhishan willingly, in the time of the greatest discomfort in his life, wherein he had to just abandon his family, abandon his brother, abandon his place where he was staying, he had to just choose. And then willingly he chose, okay, I'll leave Lord Ramchandra. And when he comes there, everybody is suspicious. And people are thinking, oh, this is perhaps there's a group of spies who have come here in the disguise of in shelter. So this huge commotion, chaos. Everybody saying, kill them. And imagine you want to surrender to Krishna, and then everybody else, great devotees are telling you, is not truthful. How will you feel? How will you feel?
Pretty sad.
How sad?
I can't imagine.
You just want to share. You want to surrender. Imagine that you just walked in to the temple today, and everybody just shouting, "This person is not loyal. He is not truthful. This person wants to harm the deities here. Kill this person." Everybody is shouting like that. How do you feel?
Kill this person.
Yes.
Then I would be sure that I was not entering the Hare Krishna.
But they are also great devotees, right? There's very good devotees of Lord Ramchandra there. But because of the tension which is going on, this war is about to break down, and this is from the other side, and it's a bit reluctance which is there, not welcoming atmosphere, but they just stood there. And then eventually the matter reached Lord Ramchandra, and Ramchandra asked Hanuman, what do you think? Usually Lord Ramchandra used to ask Hanuman's counsel in these situations because Hanuman was very good. Not that Ramchandra could not read people, but Hanuman was very good with studying people. We had a drama by Namji. Srini, you were there in the drama? I think you were also there, right? Ramnavami, Hanuman. So Hanuman had had this special skill that he could study things out and figure out what this person is. So he gave Lord Ramachandra the advice that, yeah, I think these are honest people. And then Lord Ramachandra in this place makes one of the most famous statements in Ramayana, that Lord Ramachandra tells that what to speak of vision, even if Ravan himself comes and tells once, Ram, I'm yours, I'll give him vision. What to speak of vision? Even if Ravan comes and tells, I'm yours, and give him protection. Any living entity, anywhere in the creation, even once, I'm yours, I will give him some protection. So, this is the place where these incidents happen. That's why it's celebrated as what? Sharanagati Kshetra, where the surrender is, it's epitomized by the presence of Vibhishan and his humble character. So in bhakti, this is an essential principle. When we surrender, until we surrender, it's a bit, true bhakti cannot be experienced as such. And Rupa Goswami, in his instructions, he gives 6 aspects to surrender. It starts with Anukula Sankalpam, that we make a sankalpa, we make a strong commitment to ourselves that I'll accept everything which is favorable. Anukul, whatever is favorable for the practice of bhakti, I'll accept them. And the second instruction is to let go of things which are not favorable. Pratikul is a if something is not very favorable, I let go. So when we initially start with bhakti, Srila Prabhupada always would you see any Prabhupada's book, any small book, big book, Prabhupada has written, always emphasize on these 2 things. Accept, you start chanting Hare Krishna mantra, associate with devotees, worship the deities. Particularly, don't eat meat, don't drink alcohol, no smoking. So, Prabhupada emphasizes these things a lot because these are a couple of things which are on a level which is bhautika, which is physical, and is very easy to begin with. Right? It's easy to begin with sitting down and chanting Hare Krishna mantra. It doesn't take anything. Prabhupada tells that all you need is your mouth and ear. You don't need anything else. Just to sit down. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Somebody came and asked Prabhupada, my mind closes around when I chant Hare Krishna mantra. Prabhupada asked him, where is the question of mind? You don't need your mind. You just need your mouth and your ear. There is no mind here. Why is mind in between? It should not be there. You should just use your mouth and ear. That's it. So we just chant Hare Krishna and we just hear. We don't need to imagine, we don't need to think over. We don't need to do anything. It's very simple process. So it's a very physical thing, right? We can do it. And it doesn't take too much as such. Getting rid of our habits on our platform. Yeah, perhaps it seems a bit difficult, but not too difficult. Compared to other aspects of, for example, getting over or getting yourself above the platform of the 6 anarthas which are there in the heart. Lust, anger, greed, envy, illusion, all these things which are there. Fighting them is much difficult. I saw people and some people comment, Prabhu, you are asking so much, getting rid of coffee and tea is so difficult, I can't do it. It's so difficult. And I tell them that you should try getting rid of your anger, maybe. That's much difficult fight. That's for the whole lifetime. Winning over coffee is not that much. You can do it. Getting rid of onion and garlic in the meal is not that difficult. You can just remove onion and garlic. Not big deal. If I decide strongly, maybe from tomorrow morning I'll never eat all these things again in my life. You can decide that, but you can't decide that from tomorrow morning I'll not show anger. Anger will come up. You don't need to show, it will come up. Voluntarily, you don't need to decide, oh, I'll become very humble from tomorrow. But situations will arise where you're not even humble. Right? I surrender to Krishna all the time. I just keep thinking of Krishna all the time. Krishna has told me in Bhagavad Gita, keep thinking of me. So I fight the battle of life, I keep remembering Krishna. And then second moment, Krishna is out. He's not there. Right? I'm just thinking, I'm the Lord. I have to get these things done, and it is because of me. So these things are hard. So Anukulasa Sankalpa Pratikulasa Varjanam, these are very simple things, and Srila Prabhupada has emphasized quite a lot on it, because if you start with them, then everything else becomes easier later. Third aspect is Rakshishititi Vishwasam. We have further conviction that Krishna is my protector. He will protect me. Irrespective of what's going on around in life, Krishna will protect me. Fourth one, Goptatvarna, having a conviction that Krishna is my maintainer. There is a difference between feeling that Krishna will protect me versus Krishna will maintain me. Can anybody take a quick shot? What's the difference? The feeling that Krishna is going to protect me versus feeling of Krishna is going to maintain me irrespective. What is the difference?
I think maintain is a specific form of protection.
And it's what you say. Maintenance is a form of protection. Anything else?
So, but protection is more general.
It's more general. Okay.
I think people keep protecting me. It's like, I will not have any, sorrow in my life, and like that. And maintaining means like, if I have any sorrow, like, how do I overcome it?
Okay. What's the name of it?
Chetna.
Chetna. Okay.
So I think that maintain is to provide what you need.
Yes.
And to protect is wrong. Like for persons who have bad intentions, things like that.
Okay.
Situations.
Sure. Anything else? One last.
Yeah, I think, maintaining it, Prabhu said that he provides me and he gives me everything what I need in my life. Yeah.
Yeah. So maintenance is like a thing, right? We all. What do we do for our maintenance? Think about it. You work. What else? You eat. What else?
Drink.
Drink. See, it's a moment by moment thing that we are doing so much to maintain ourselves and having this feeling. Acharya is one of the deepest feeling in the heart that if Krishna is the maintainer, then I am not expressing or having this feeling that I am the cause of my maintenance versus Krishna is the cause of my maintenance. Right? So moment by moment I'm conscious. Protection is, some people don't, it's a part where there is some trouble which is happening and then Krishna will just make sure that my bhakti is intact. It may happen to the body still, but bhakti will still remain the same. The fifth one is Atmanikshepa. Atmanikshepa is a feeling wherein a devotee doesn't feel entitled to get advancement. He doesn't go and test the Krishna. When is it happening for me? 20 years of chanting. When is my turn? When will I experience Krishna? The sort of, how many of us have been to Radhadesh Melos here? In like jumping up and down in the kirtans, and just when it's about to just stop, what do you all do? No. Yeah, but how? No. How do you do? You just do it, right? You don't really see what is the seat because you're sure that there is an ocean of people here. This small room. not ocean, maybe 500 people, but it's a small room. So everybody is almost sure that if you just collapse, you're not going to collapse as such. You just sit down, right? So you just become like you defy gravity, you just collapse. Right? You just like this. At least that's what we do. So that's sort of, it's a strong feeling that my head will not crash to the floor because there are so many people here. Just sit down. So that sort of is a feeling of I don't need to worry. I don't need to think too much about when will my turn come about getting spiritual perfection. I'm not just telling Krishna about it. I'll do it. The last one is Karpanya, humility. Any quick shot about humility? What is humility? I was going ahead. Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Mata. Whatever you say, I'll do it. Is that humility?
To accept that I can be wrong.
To accept that I'm wrong. Okay. Now I can be wrong. That's good. What else?
But I'm tiny particle of
Just a tiny particle of Krishna. Good. What else?
think less of yourself.
Think less of yourself.
Less about yourself.
Less about yourself.
Not about
Okay.
yourself.
Which one? Out of the two.
To think less about yourself.
Think less about yourself. Okay, good. What else?
To not to be anxious,
He has read it.
to not to get honored by others,
Okay, you still based on part 3.
not to have expectations.
Okay, so Srila Prabhupada defines humility in 13th chapter of Gita when Krishna has described 20 different aspects of knowledge. Starts with Amanitvam. Humility starts with humility. Prabhupada defines humility that purport to not be anxious, to derive satisfaction of being honored by others. So Prabhupada is hitting the core of it. Any task which we are doing, we are cleaning the floor of the temple. I'm not pointing out to Nati Radha here. She does amazing service here, but we've been doing decorations, doing worship, cooking, class, giving class kirtans, whatever. We are always consciously thinking that I need to do it so well so that there is a subconscious thread running, and this somebody will come and this was very good. Right? We may tell, no, that's not how I do it, Prabhu. Because when people come and tell how nice it was, it's very easy to, I'm very humble. Krishna, I'm just a servant. It all happened because of Krishna's mercy. It's very easy to say that. Right? How difficult it is, Naman, if you have just done your drama and then people come and tell that, Naman, amazing, Krishna. Amazing acting. It's very difficult that it's, Krishna's mercy. What is difficult? Difficult is when you have put your best efforts, 100 people have told you this was the best performance ever, and 101st person comes and tells, Naman, it's crazy. What acting is this? You should never even perform one acting in your life. Right? How will you take that? So 100 people you told, mercy. 101st person, how will you react?
I wouldn't believe it.
You believe that he does bad acting? No. I'm joking. So, the point is that it's very easy when glorification comes, it's very easy to tell this is Krishna's mercy. Once I cook Sunday feast, I have told this to maybe new thing to this. So many people were texting me in WhatsApp. This was the best Sunday feast, Prabhu. Great social also. Amazing feast, Prabhu. But on this particular occasion, so many devotees said me, it was really cool 2-3 years ago. That Narayan? What's his name? Narayan, right? Yes, I remember. So, and I was like, yeah, thank you. Krishna's mercy, right? That's how I was responding. And then one devotee said me, this was the first Sunday feast in the last 40 years. I was like, God, really? So that's where we can get to know that how far away from very difficult to accept that when people have criticism. So anyway, Prabhupada's statement is hitting the core of it, that one should not be anxious to receive or to derive satisfaction of being honored by others. So it means while performing my activities, I'm not thinking how satisfied I will be when somebody else come and tell amazing cooking. So get rid of that. Okay. So quick recap, 6 items. First one,
Anukul, yes.
Anukul Sankalpam, accept all the favorable things. Second, reject all the unfavorable things. Third, Krishna, having a firm conviction that Krishna is the protector. Fourth,
Krishna maintains.
Krishna maintains.
firm conviction that Krishna is the maintainer. Fifth, remember Melos, that's it. How you crash, having firm faith that nothing is going to happen. I'm just going to sit down. Not being person.
What's that called?
Manikshema.
But how would you translate that?
As in you are not having, you're not putting constraints on Krishna for your advancement.
Ah, yeah. Yeah.
So it's up to Krishna when he's, because ultimately it's Krishna's mercy which is going to uplift us. In Bhagavad Gita, 10th chapter, Dadami Buddhi Yogantam, I'm the one who is going to give you.
So it's something like patience.
Yes, being
Patience and
Yes.
confidence.
Yes, yes. You can explain that with Utsaha Nishya and Dhirya, with being enthusiastic, having determination, being patient. So these are all some topics with that. And the 6th one is humility. And these are the 6 aspects of Sharanagati. And we are talking that because we are talking about this place, which is Vipranane, wherein Samudraraj and Vibhishan surrendered. Quickly end with another story. If we surrender to Krishna, what we get is what Krishna has usually. When Krishna comes and kidnaps Rukmini as per Rukmini's own plan, Rukmini had written to Krishna an amazing love letter telling that Krishna, I have just heard about you from great personalities like Narada Muni. I'm going to get married because of my family's force to Shishupal. I don't want to get married to him. He is like a wolf. Krishna, you're like the lion. You should come and take me out. I'm going to this mandir of Durga. So Rukmini tells that I'm going to, on the day of my wedding, I'll be going to worship this Mother Durga on this time. You come, there will be no army that time, it will be just ladies. You come and kidnap. So there will be no collateral damage. Perfect plan. So Krishna comes. Krishna just, he was there in the city, and the next day morning when Rukmini was worshipping, she comes out of the temple, and when she saw, Srimad Bhagavatam describes that her hair, it was covering her eyes, so she just turned like this, and then she was just looking for Krishna. Where is Krishna? And then every king who was assembled, like people had come with their battalions. There were Akshini saints, so all the bad people, Shishupal and Jarasandha, everybody, they come for a wedding. They had come prepared for a battle because they had known that Shishupal is Krishna's enemy and maybe Krishna will come and do something. They were prepared for fighting, but when all the kings saw Rukmini, they just fainted. They just fell down. People who were sitting on the elephant or the chariot, they just literally fell down, looking at the beauty. And by the time they got up, Rukmini is not there. So Krishna had already stolen. Everybody's so angry, and they're like, let's go and kill this Krishna. This is too much of a nonsense. How can you do like this? So they all chase Krishna. And Rukmini was extremely fearful because Krishna was alone. And she's with Krishna. She started feeling that, I put Krishna in such a predicament where Krishna is now, because of me, Krishna is going to suffer now. Because of me, Krishna is going to, there's going to be war here. But we are alone. She's just extremely anxious. And there's a huge army of great warriors coming to attack. So at that time, Krishna shows to Rukmini on the other side, Rukmini, don't worry. Look at this side. your Yadu army is coming here to protect you. They were not even married yet. Krishna just told her. No, Krishna didn't steal it. She willingly jumped on the chariot. That's what she did. She wanted Krishna more. So Krishna just came towards her. This was a fixed match. She can jump herself. So when Krishna tells her, your Yadu army, because Balaram and the army was also coming to protect Krishna. They know that Krishna is alone. So they're coming to protect Krishna. So Krishna shows her, look at this side. Your army, your Hindu army is going to protect you now. Don't worry. And that's what happened. The Hindu army was so powerful, it destroyed the other side totally. There was no single casualty on the side of Hindu. So that's what we're going to get. If we surrender to Krishna, it's Krishna's promise. And whatever is his, it's us, it's ours. This is how Prabhupada would operate. Whole world is my father's. I go and just spread his glory everywhere. It's mine. That's my father's. So Prabhupada was fearless. Just go everywhere, spread Krishna consciousness. It's all my father's. So, that our journey, are we close?
Would you like to go like 10 minutes?
10, wow, sure. No problem. But I end my. I can take some water. I can take some questions. Blessings.
Where is this place to it? How far is from Rameshwaram?
Very close to Rameshwaram. Maybe 1 hour. Yeah.
How kilometers is it?
Well, it's forest. It's at least when I went 13 years ago, it was not a very good road. Maybe it's better now, I don't know. But it's close. It's the distance was not much, but it was not very developed area. Yeah. Yes.
It's about you made a remark about chanting and not involving the mind.
Yes.
Based
Prabhupada statement, not mine.
based on
I
something-
struggle a lot.
based on something that Srila Prabhupada said. I was reminded of a lecture that I heard from Ramakrishna Maharaj. He says, like, I'm not trying to point out contradictions,
Sure.
but he says that there's a difference between external chanting and internal chanting. And he says that if we only speak the mantra, of course there will be some effect, but this is called external chanting. We just say the mantra, but there is no conscious effort to establish the relationship with Krishna. And he says that is external chanting. Internal chanting is if we also focus on Krishna, we actually try to establish that relationship. And he has a very nice comparison. He compares it to a tree that only grows branches, no roots. And he says with external chanting we only grow branches, and with internal chanting we grow roots. And if the tree doesn't grow roots, it will be and only branches, it will be easy to follow. So that's also an aspect. And
Yeah, sure. At least my take of it, my 1 cent on it is that's what my is meaning is that is external chanting is conscious chanting. While what Prabhupada is trying to say is if you're attentive, hearing, that's because with that, in the beginning I may not realize Krishna, but that's the process. All the way forms passing Krishna's all the Leela, everything is not reachable for our indriyas, all the senses. Seva unmukhaihi jihvadav, swayam eva his purattida, that if we start chanting, if we use our tongue, jihva, in the service, seva unmukha is being enthusiastic for service. If we start being enthusiastic in our service, starting with tongue, eventually all the will be revealed to us by themselves. I don't need to put an extra effort on that because this is something which has to be coming from flowing. Must be flowing. So it happens through attentive chanting to begin with. And attention means just hearing. I don't need to be imagining as such. So what you are saying makes perfect sense also, because then just by doing that, attention is just you're focusing on hearing. With that, eventually everything else is realized in the heart.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Any other thoughts?
Yes, I have a question.
Mhm.
Like,
Chetan, right?
yes.
Mhm.
So when I'm doing chanting, like no, I'm doing it. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm doing it in a meditative way. Like you know, I focus and
And Narayan. Yes.
yeah. So I want to focus and you know I want to be in a meditative state and do the chanting. So you know, can I just do like you know walking and chanting like you know, as you said? So is the right way, wrong way?
No, the only requirement is to hear. Now, if you can walk and while walking you are chanting and hearing, that's fine. While sitting, we are sitting, but using mobile, fine. Right? So it's not about as such about whether you're walking or sitting. It's about here. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu tells in Chashtakam Namna Kari Bhutali Shakti Prarthana Smranya that Krishna's coordinates are so potent and there are no constraints on chanting, as such you can do